Hamas remains in power, and
after 2 years,
why do you need a negotiation? Can't Hamas just release the hostages?
When Hamas said yes to the negotiation, Netanyahu said no. Hamas said yes.
Do you believe Hamas?
Of course, I believe Hamas. I don't.
Do you believe Hamas?
I believe Hamas more than I believe Netanyahu. Yes, you can quote me. I believe Hamas more than I believe my prime minister. Yes, no doubt.
Israel has sacrificed its own people, sacrificed the civilians on the borders of Gaza.
Since they started their invasion of the land of Palestine more than 8 years ago, several hundreds of thousands of people have been murdered by the Israeli forces. And as you can see on this map, they have gradually been stealing all their land, their farms, their vineyards, their homes, all their possessions. And then ultimately they locked up these people in Gaza, which is the largest open air prison in the world, with the highest suicide rate in the world, because life is so unbearable there. There is something very important that we all need to realize concerning Hamas. Hamas was created so that Israel could play victim. Israel is the actual aggressor who invaded a peaceful region, murdered hundreds of thousands of people, stole all their land, their homes, their farms, their vineyards, all their possessions, and locked them up in open air prisons and in areas where these people are terrorized every day of their life. Still, a majority of humanity looks at Israel as if they are the victims. That is the success of Hamas. And this is how psychological operations work that are run by intelligence agencies to manipulate mankind. Here you see footage from Palestinian people before the invasion by the Zionists. These are no terrorists. These are no dangerous people. These are just happy families, just like you and me.
Is because Bibi Netanyahu is demanding it. And we also are completely done with the idea that this decades-long idea that we're doing it to spread democracy because we believe in international liberalism. There was no imminent threat to the United States when Trump made this decision to do what Bibi wanted. And I want to be clear here. This was not Trump's decision. It was Bibi Netanyahu's decision. And that is the reason that he did it. And we're very aware that Israel is dictating our foreign policy, and we would now like that to stop.
Okay, but you wouldn't disagree, presumably, that Iran has been the main sponsor of terrorism in the Middle East through the Houthis, through Hezbollah, through Hamas. I mean, that's widely accepted and recognized. They've done
widely accepted. Now, that's just kind of...
Really? You don't think they have?
Has been a terrorist state. Okay, Israel right now is imparting a genocide and a Holocaust on the Gazan people. So I'm really over this idea like somehow Israel has the moral high ground and we have to get behind them.
I didn't say
because
that.
We've got to go after the bad guys. So it's rich to me that people are concerned about Iran having nukes. But I'm concerned about Israel, who won't even admit that they have nukes, having nukes, while at the same time they are executing a genocide and a Holocaust in Gaza that the world is watching. So who's the bigger terrorist is the question.
But when the leader of Iran says death to America, why doesn't that concern you?
Why are they chanting death to America? Maybe it has something to do with just like killing 1 million Iraqi civilians, okay, because Bibi Netanyahu on a congressional stage and said there are weapons of mass destruction, and we took that to the bank and there actually were no weapons of mass destruction, so we just killed 1 million. It could have something, I could be crazy, it could have something to do with our actions in the Middle East. We know that Bibi Netanyahu funded the Al-Qaeda adjacent front because he wanted to overthrow Syria. Bibi Netanyahu funded Hamas. There's footage of Bibi Netanyahu saying this stuff on camera. So it's just so ridiculous to me to pretend that they're in some predicament, that they may be eradicated soon, which is why they have to keep funding all of these terrorist groups and then pretending that they're victims of terror, when in fact they are people that are imparting it worldwide. Okay? And again, these never-ending wars in the Middle East at the behest of Israel. Bibi Netanyahu is the one that called for Americans to invade Iraq, Libya, Syria, Afghanistan, and now Iran, and we've done it. And we're done with the BS of, okay, well, they weren't really involved, Israel, in Afghanistan, because even when we fight those never-ending wars, Israel wins. Everybody knows that our boys were out there in Afghanistan guarding poppy fields, okay? And do you know what happened after we allegedly, quote unquote, lost in Afghanistan? What happened to all those poppy fields, those poppy flowers that our military was guarding? Well, the opioid crisis hit America via the Sackler family, who quite literally built the School of Medicine at Tel Aviv University. So we're just done, okay? And there's no way that we're going to go backwards. We're not going to allow you guys to emotionally condition us to go, oh, well, we got to protect Israel because of the Holocaust. It is over. They're imparting a Holocaust. America would like off this crazy train.
Voilà, et vous paraissez toujours aussi combative, Barbara Lefebvre. Jamais vous vient l'envie de renoncer à ce combat?
Bah écoutez, je renoncerai à ce combat le jour où, en tant que dhimmi, on m'aura demandé de m'en aller et de prendre la porte et de prendre ma valise. Mais vous savez, quand on est juif et quand on a 2000 ans d'histoire de diaspora, la valise, elle est toujours dans l'entrée. Donc pour l'instant, on est combatif, mais on ne va pas combattre de façon vaine et au péril de notre vie. Donc peut-être qu'à un moment donné, oui, je déciderai de prendre ma valise et de m'en aller, parce que si à un moment donné, les Français eux-mêmes ne comprennent pas qu'ils doivent combattre pour leur propre avenir et qu'il ne s'agit pas d'un combat pour les Juifs, mais d'un combat pour eux-mêmes, ben moi je me battrai pas pour eux. Le combat contre la bête immonde aujourd'hui, il faut le mener. Et la bête immonde, c'est l'islamo-gauchisme. Si les Français ne veulent pas combattre avec nous, eh bien moi je n'irai pas continuer à la défendre en vain, et j'irai probablement, oui, m'installer ailleurs, là où je serai plus en sécurité et là où je ne vivrai pas en dhimmi.
Une rumeur a longtemps prétendu que le plus grand bureau du Mossad était à Bruxelles. C'est un leurre. En réalité, il se trouverait depuis des années à Paris. D'ailleurs, une anecdote, juste après le 7 octobre, l'un des premiers réflexes de Aaron Aliva, c'est-à-dire le directeur du renseignement militaire israélien, ça a été de se tourner vers la DGSE. Il a pris un avion pour Paris et il est allé toquer à la porte de Nicolas Lerner, le directeur du renseignement français. Mon enquête sur les coulisses des relations entre la DGSE et le Mossad est à retrouver sur le site de l'Express.
Dégagez, cassez-vous.
זאת כפרתי, זאת התרנגולת, תלך להיות פולקה של החיילים, חס וחלילה, בוא נאכיל אותה. חס וחלילה. שרקי יזכה לחיים טובים ובריאים, וכל החיילים פה בעזרת השם, זכות התרנגולת, תחזרו הביתה בשלום. איפה הבאת אותה? שם מהגג יש אותך, יקרי. איפה? qu'est-ce que tu nous prépares de bon là? C'est quoi
Oh,
cette
ça,
beauté?
oh, c'est pas beau ça, une belle côte de bœuf saignante. Ah non, t'as 450 grammes. Ça, un papa qui est venu manger avec ses filles. Donc le papa se fait plaisir, épis de maïs, mayonnaise au jalapeno, pomme country, salade verte, côte de bœuf, basket poulet de porc, sauce poivron pour la demoiselle et du fish and chips pour les deux plus grands. Celle de Guérande avec du poivre blanc, du poivre noir. Voilà, on va faire ça comme il faut parce qu'on va pas laisser crever les gens. Hein. Magnifique. Et bon appétit!
Also krank, Bruder, krank.
Porträtaufnahmen sind verboten.
Ach so.